Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Be here now. To the outside world, Richard Alpert seemed to have everything. He was about to get tenure at Harvard University, where he worked in 4 different departments. He had research grants at Yale University and at Stanford. He had just returned from being a visiting professor at UC Berkeley. He had a beautiful apartment in Cambridge, Massachusetts, filled with antiques. He owned a Mercedes-Benz sedan, a Triumph motorcycle, MG sports car, a Cessna airplane. He had a sailboat and a bicycle, he always adds. I'm glad that he added bicycle. That's important for living luxuriously. He knew when he was working, though, that he'd go to work from 9 to 5 with all the other people, and they were experts in how the human mind worked. And from 9 to 5, they would study the human mind, and he said that they would come home after that and they'd be just as neurotic as everyone else. So even though they studied the mind so much, he knew that all he had was other people's ideas. He knew that he wasn't living fully. And then he made a new friend, Timothy Leary, and the two of them tried psilocybin for the first time. And during that time, he had this experience. He realized that he was not a Harvard professor. He wasn't a teacher. He wasn't a lover. He wasn't a tennis player. He went through all the different ways that one might describe him and realized that he was none of those things. He was none of the ways that people might categorize him. And then he looked at his body and he realized something even more profound, that he was not his body. And then he realized that he was not his thoughts. He stood outside, looking in from a place of tremendous calm, from a profound place. And as he was beginning to come back into reality, he struggled against it. He didn't want to go back into being Richard Alpert again. He wanted to stay in that moment where he could see everything from that beautiful vantage point. But when he came back, he knew he had to make a change. And so he moved to India and he found a guru. And the guru gave him a new name. The guru said, from now on, you're going to be called Ram Dass. And he had a great experience there, learning from the guru. And when he came back to the United States, he published a book called Be Here Now, and pointed out how important it is for us to be present in our ordinary experiences. Ram Dass was a part of a kind of clergy group with my mentor and teacher, Alan Jones, who was a former dean at Grace Cathedral. And one day, Alan Jones came into the clergy group and he was so upset because he was trying to raise money for the new building and they didn't have enough and he didn't know if they'd be able to finish it. And he went on and on about all his anxieties. And at the end, Ram Dass waited for him to finish and he said, Alan, enjoy the play, enjoy the drama, enjoy the role that you've been given. And the two of them laughed, and both of them love to look at life as a kind of play. And it's so tempting for us, isn't it? For us to get wrapped up in regrets about the past, or to be so worried about the future that we're not really present. Because God is giving us a kind of gift every moment. Every moment we're receiving the gift of a beautiful sky, or some natural phenomena, or the person who's in front of us. Maybe it's a new person, or maybe it's someone we've known for a long time. But God is always offering us that chance to go more deeply, to experience the world as a gift, to experience the world as a child of God. I hope that wherever you are able to experience this moment, to be here now, and to receive the gift that God is giving you. My name is Malcolm Clemens Young. I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, California. Thanks for watching More Good News.